Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Aunt Mimi. I realized this morning that I forgot to read you a story yesterday. I'm sorry. Yesterday was crazy with work. There were just a few things that came up that were just taking over all of my concentration, and then there were a couple of things that were really stressful, and I had to take care of them yesterday. And so I think with all of that, it must be why I forgot. I don't know, but I felt bad this morning when I realized that. So and then today's story is late. It's my busy week. So my busy week, it's hard to do anything besides the work that needs to be done. And then when I'm done with work, which I've been working later, I'm tired and I just don't want to do anything after that. So, but I remembered today, so I am going to read you a story today. And hopefully I'll read you a story tomorrow and Friday too. Hopefully I don't forget. I'll try really hard. Today I'm going to read The Little Mermaid. One of my favorite movies. I love this movie. Yeah, it's great. We'll see how they tell the story in the book. The Little Mermaid. King Triton, the great sea king, had many daughters who loved the undersea world in which they lived. But Triton's youngest daughter, Ariel. Sebastian calls her Ariel, but it's Ariel. Dreamed of the world above the water's surface, the world of humans. Although her father warned her never to go there, Ariel disobeyed him and went to the surface quite often. Ariel and her friend Flounder liked to visit Scuttle the seagull. Scuttle told them all about the human objects that Ariel discovered at the bottom of the sea. One day, Triton found out that Ariel has been making trips to the surface, and the Sea King grew very angry. He was worried about his daughter's safety, and so he asked his trusted friend Sebastian the Crab to keep an eye on Ariel. A few days later, Ariel noticed a ship sailing way up on the surface of the water. "Humans," said Ariel, swimming quickly toward the ship. "Oh no," cried Sebastian as he and Flounder swam after her. "Here she goes again." When Ariel came up above the water, she saw a huge ship filled with sailors who were singing and dancing. Ariel's eyes lit up when she spotted the sailor the others called Prince Eric. It was love at first sight. Suddenly the sky darkened. Heavy rain began to fall and lightning split the sky. Prince Eric's ship was no match for the terrible storm. The ship was tossed on the waves, and the prince was thrown overboard. Come on. "I've got to save him," said Ariel. She grabbed the drowning prince and swam to shore, pulling him up onto the beach. Prince Eric did not stir as Ariel gently touched his face and sang him a beautiful love song. Soon Ariel heard the prince's crew searching for him. She did not want to be seen by the humans, so she kissed the prince and dived back into the sea. Prince Eric awoke to find Sir Grimsby, his loyal steward, at his side. "What? Oh, sorry. What happened?" asked Sir Grimsby, happy that Eric was alive. "It was a girl," said the prince, who still looked a little dazed. "A beautiful girl saved me and then sang in the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. I want to find that girl, and I want to marry her." Prince Eric, too, had fallen in love. Oh, how so easy, so quick. King Triton was furious when he discovered that Ariel had fallen in love with a human. He rushed to the grotto where Ariel kept her collection of human treasures. The little mermaid tried to reason with her father. "Daddy, I love him," she cried. "I want to be with him." "He's a human, a fish eater," Triton shouted. "No." Actually, I'm not sure who's saying that. I think it was Triton. No! He raised his magic trident and fired bolts of energy around the cave, destroying all of Ariel's human treasures. Then the mighty Sea King left. Ariel buried her face in her hands and began to cry. Pretty sad. Meanwhile, not far away, evil forces were at work in the undersea kingdom. Ursula, the sea witch, who had tried once before to overthrow King Triton, was looking for a way to take over. Through a crystal ball, she could see Ariel crying, and an idea came to her. I can get to the Sea King through his daughter, she realized. I could get to the Sea King through his daughter, she realized. That's her voice, I think. Ursula sent... Sorry, I heard a weird noise. Ursula sent her slimy eel servants, Flotsam and Jetsam, to Ariel's grotto. There they convinced the little mermaid that Ursula could help her to get her beloved prince. Ariel was so upset that she ignored Sebastian's warnings and swam off with Flotsam and Jetsam to meet with the sea witch. I have a deal for you, my sweet child, began Ursula after Ariel entered the witch's lair. A deal? Asked Ariel innocently. Yes, said the witch. I will make you human for 3 days, and you will go to the prince. If you can get him to kiss you before the sun goes down on the 3rd day, you will stay with him forever, as a human. If he does not kiss you, then you will turn back into a mermaid, and you will be my prisoner. I don't know why that voice makes me laugh, but it really does. The price for my services, the witch continued, is your voice. My voice? Asked Ariel in shock. I won't be able to talk or sing. How will I get the prince to fall in love with me? You'll still have your pretty face, replied Ursula. And this is the part of this movie that she sings, Poor unfortunate souls. I like that song. After Ariel agreed to Ursula's deal, the sea witch cast a magic spell. An amazing change took place. Ariel's voice flew from her body and was captured in a seashell around Ursula's neck. That's the sound of her voice leaving her body. Ariel then lost her tail, grew legs, and became a human. When she went in search of the prince, Ariel was helped ashore by her friends. She tried to speak to them, but no sound came out at all. A short while later, Ariel saw Prince Eric, who had been lovesick for her ever since he had heard her sing. At first, the prince thought he recognized Ariel as the girl who rescued him, but when he learned that she couldn't speak, he knew he was wrong. Prince Eric felt sorry for Ariel, who needed help and a place to stay, so he took her back to his palace. My fingers and, I don't know, these pages. Okay. Over the next 2 days, Prince Eric grew to like Ariel more and more. During a romantic boat ride, Eric was about to kiss Ariel when Flotsam and Jetsam overturned the boat. That was too close for comfort, said Ursula, who was watching in her crystal ball. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Then the sea witch drank a magical potion and changed herself into a beautiful young maiden. On the morning of the 3rd day, there was a great excitement throughout the kingdom. Prince Eric was going to marry a young maiden that he just met. Unfortunately for Ariel, Eric had been put under a spell. Ursula, disguised as the maiden, had used Ariel's voice, which she had carried in the seashell around her neck. Eric now believed that the maiden was the same girl who had saved him from the shipwreck. Poor Ariel was heartbroken. See, she's crying. Well, she has a sad look on her face. She's probably crying. So sad. This is ridiculous that I cannot turn the page. There we go. The The wedding ceremony was to take place on Prince Eric's new boat. Scuttle the seagull flew over the boat just as the bride passed in front of a mirror. Her reflection was that of the sea witch. Scuttle realized that the prince was being tricked, and he rushed off to explain it to Ariel and the rest of his friends. Sebastian quickly formed a plan. Flounder helped Ariel get out to Eric's ship, and Scuttle arranged for some of his seagull friends to stall the wedding. I'm going to tell Triton about this, said Sebastian. I can't remember how I used his voice before. Prince Eric and the maiden were about to be married when a flock of seagulls, led by Scuttle, swooped down on the bride, who screamed in the sea witch's voice. Ariel climbed on board just as Scuttle knocked the seashell containing Ariel's voice from around the maiden's neck. The shell shattered, and Ariel's voice returned to her. Oh, Eric, I love you, said Ariel. It was you all along. That's not his voice. What am I doing? It was you all along, said Prince Eric. The sun disappeared over the horizon just as they were about to kiss. Ariel's 3 days were up. Immediately she changed back into a mermaid, while the maiden changed back into the sea witch. Ursula grabbed Ariel and dived off the ship. Thanks to Sebastian's warning, Triton was waiting for them at Ursula's lair. I'll let your daughters go in exchange for you, cried Ursula. Triton agreed, and he became Ursula's prisoner. She now had his magic trident in control of the undersea kingdom. All of a sudden, a harpoon struck Ursula in the shoulder. Prince Eric had come to rescue Ariel, who had swam to the surface with him. Ursula followed close behind them, and she grew bigger and bigger with anger until she rose out of the water. Prince Eric swam to his ship, climbed on board. He grabbed the wheel and turned the ship towards Ursula. Just as the sea witch was about to fire a deadly bolt at Ariel from the trident, the prince's ship slammed into Ursula and destroyed the evil witch. Now that the witch was dead, Triton was freed. He rose from the sea with his trident back in his hand. He could see Ariel watching Prince Eric, who was lying on the shore, unconscious. She really does love him, doesn't she? Asked the Sea King. Sebastian, who was nearby, nodded. I'm going to miss her, Triton added. Then he raised his trident and shot a magical bolt at Ariel's tail. The little mermaid's tail disappeared, and once again she had legs. Ariel was now human. Prince Eric awoke in time to see his beloved Ariel running on to the shore. He kissed her, and they were married that day. After the wedding, Prince Eric and Ariel sailed off on their honeymoon to live happily ever after. The end. Woo! It was a good story. I like that story. Ursula is probably I like Ariel, and I like pretty much everybody in that movie, but Ursula, I don't know, kind of makes me laugh. She's just kind of ridiculous as a sea witch, so I don't know. But I like her, even though she's supposed to be an evil character. I think she's interesting in the movie. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that story. Got an update. Plant news. Dun 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 dun. The sky is blooming. Now all 4 flowers are blooming on this. And then I've got some little guys, little branchy thingies that are hopefully going to come out and give me more blooms. Yay! The other orchid, just the one bloom so far. Yeah. Scratch is still there. It'll be there for a while. Brad has started calling me, Uncle Rad. Uncle Rad has started calling me Scarface, which is not very nice, but it's kind of funny. It's probably not going to be a real scar, think it'll go away. Because I've been putting like coconut oil on it every day and this other herbal ointment thingy that I have. So it should disappear. Hopefully. Yeah. That's it. I hope you guys are doing well and that you are getting everything done you need to for school. If you're in school, if you're not in school, yay. Hope you're getting lots of time to play and use your imagination and read books or have books read to you. Yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.